Okay, here we are with the second attempt, and boom, we're streaming on Kick as well. Let me take this furious 80s music down just a click and invite you to the 1980s Redux, where we watch commercials from the 1980s NBA era, look at highlights, find lost players, featured role players, and of course do NBA gameplay, where we tweak the whole thing with one little redux. Maybe Matt Sweet, the Dorchester kid, can redux the 80s. Let's take a look at it, and we'll do what I usually do. We'll start you out with some media first. Welcome. Smoke them if you got them. Drink them if you got them. I'm too drunk to drink them if you got them. Black coffee should help. We got some great media for you tonight. Matchup between Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan, 80s Michael Jordan, and that Bulls team that kind of couldn't get past the Celtics or the Pistons. Great look tonight at those rosters. And in fact, tonight I'm going to start right off with a little bit of just that.
At one guard, number 23, a rookie from North Carolina.
First matchup between Jordan and Magic. Take a look.
Is number 32, now on his sixth campaign from Michigan.
And then we'll get right to this game.
Magic Johnson.
Michael Jordan is a bona fide. Make no mistake about it. Michael Jordan's in there now, and he's picking up some defense against Magic. Beautiful pass underneath to McGee. All the way.
I think the harmonica's coming in. I can hear it. Harmonica?
Nice play by Jordan. Magnificent. Bulls hustle back well on defense. In the middle of Kareem.
Maybe it's a guitar. It's not a harmonica.
Ryan, Jordan, and Cooper.
All right, so I will try to at least verbally say, Ronan, I see you guys out there, finally. And I will have this other window open too. I'm going to try to check in with YouTube, just in case.
Oh, boy. That's a power move by Magic at the baseline.
Let me tell you, if you're old enough to know, Magic Johnson was that overpowered, big point guard. Amazing stuff.
Beautiful Michael Jordan move. He's got 5.
This was his best move so far. Look how long he stays up there. Changes it in his hands twice. More hang time, I think, than anybody in the league since Julius Erving.
That is true. Dr. J was my first favorite.
Here comes Jordan and the Bulls, and the Lakers go back.
He was my first favorite. I just loved him so
Jordan
much.
steps around Cooper. Beautiful. Magic on the feed from Scott.
And Magic had those lookaways, man. And by the way, you're going to see that same roster here tonight. I think without, I think I should just, it's almost hard to cut it off watching these guys. But the good news is we got just this team. We're going to check them out in a minute here. I think this gameplay maybe looks like it's frozen up. Let's take a, see if we can't get it cooking. Should be a great matchup, though. Those same exact rosters. And thanks for tuning in. Let's take a look here. And here we are in Chicago. And I should do my Dick Stockton voice. I'm thinking about getting expression cam here. This is going to be, well, I'll be able to face match Dick Stockton. Here we are in Chicago. Bob McAdoo. I can match the voice. I'm thinking about doing that. Michael tells me I need a better frame. But anyway, so let me see here. We got Sierra here too. Nice. They're having dinner on the West Coast. Anyway, man, this should be a great, great matchup. What inevitably the rules are, I can use one player and one player only, okay? If I choose to, let's let this music roll out. And there it is. So now, here we are in Chicago. BJ Armstrong. I'm going to let it roll for a minute. I like to see where the teams are as I go to basketballreference.com to get the real specifics. You notice the short shorts, the long socks, the wristbands rather than sleeves, all the little details that make this the 80s. You'll notice even on the sidelines, in most cases, I've made sure that everything is of the era. Look at Jordan goes in, feels the heat of Bob McAdoo. This should be a great matchup. Charles Oakley, big bully. Love his play for both the Knicks and the Bulls. But anyway, I have some killer media for you guys tonight. Great commercials, mini docs, etc. so forth. Let's see how this measures up. I will invariably jump in as Magic Johnson. I almost can't help myself. And for Ronan out there, I apologize for not having the Pistons on tonight. Now watch, here are the rules. No free throws. I want to make that clear. No fucking free throws. It'll cost you 3 minutes on clock time, and you just jump in. You just deal with the consequences. AC Green into the game. Looks like Norm Nixon, Jamal Wilkes, a.k.a. Silk. Any dead ball that I think enough time has passed, we'll jump to some media. There's some great commercials, some silly shit for you guys to check out. As I say, oh, Norm Nixon just blows right by, who is that? Scott Williams. Scott Williams. Michael Jordan, of course, averaged 38 during this era and never got past the second round of the playoffs. Why? Because sometimes you got to average 26 and get your teammates involved. That's just what happened to Scottie Pippen, but still some bad blood there, I'm afraid. All right, let's see. Jamal Wilkes. And watch, here's Kurt Rambis setting the screen, number 31. That's going to be the first featurette I think I'm going to show. Nixon to Rambis. Here's big body, wide body Rambis. He wore the Clark Kent glasses. Absolutely ridiculous role player. I got a little featurette on him coming up at the first break. All right, so Michael Cooper can't hit it. Scott Williams kicks it out to John Paxson. His brother Jim played for Portland. Here we go. Yeah, Ronan knows his basketball. White meat. The other white meat. Yeah, as soon as the dead ball comes, you're going to love this one, Ronan. I cut this one down. I trimmed it up. Here's Orlando Woolrich. Big dunking champion. Bill Cartwright, the old man, with the offensive rebound. Hey, the old man padding his stats. Little Angel Reese action there. So let's see. The lob to Jamal Wilkes, intercepted by Woolrich. And here come the Bulls. I'd like to see an even game here. The Lakers did win the championship last year as I rolled it. And they faced off with the Knicks. Oh, there's Kurt Rambis. Michael Cooper. And by the way, Larry Bird recently named him as his toughest defensive player ever, more than Rodman, more than anybody else, that Michael Cooper was just a tough matchup for him. Nice dunk by Jordan. Oh, look at that dunk right over Michael Cooper. As I'm bragging about his defense, not a good look. Not a good look, buddy. And here we go, in Chicago. Now, I think I do need to redo this stadium. I think this is too contemporary for Chicago. I got to go back. I think Michael Cooper from mid-range can't get it. Here's AC Green, the workhorse, the Iron Man. A lot of games, a lot of rebounds, a lot of minutes, a lot of years in the league. There it is. Jordan, backdoor cut, beats Cooper again. Big handful for Cooper here. MJ's stacked, and we've got a tight game. I think we're almost ready for our first media. I can feel it. Yeah. Ronan, you're not wrong. And that, in fact, leads me right to my first commercial break, which we're going to hit right now. And that is to go to our media page. And I'll tell you what, I got one great here. Here it is, guys. Check this one out. Kurt Rambis, role player.
When you think of the Los Angeles Lakers, several images come to mind. Kareem's graceful skyhook, Magic's great passes, Pat Riley's stylish clothes, and that relentless running game. But a large part of the Lakers' success has to be attributed to an unsung hero, Kurt Rambis, a lunch bucket kind of player who thrives in chic L.A.
I think I trimmed this down nice, people.
From far and wide, people come to Los Angeles in search of their fantasies. That was true during the 1982 NBA Finals, when the Lakers were spirited to a championship by an unheralded power forward, Kurt Rambis. Cut by one NBA team and banished to the European League, Kurt magically appeared to give LA the added dimension of front court.
By the way, all these details,
played a major role
crashing the boards,
over Philadelphia.
Tap-ins, have his jacked.
It was something I always wanted to do since the first time I picked up a basketball, was to play in the NBA Finals like that.
A starter for 5 seasons, Rambis now understands what
Lunch
it takes
bucket.
to stay on top. He constantly strives to maintain a winning edge.
Construction worker vibes.
We fast break a lot, and the most important part of basketball and fast breaking is rebounding. You got to be able to get the ball, stop the other team from scoring, and get the outlet pass going. And there's no finesse way to rebound. I don't let any of those little things bother me. You know, if somebody hits me with an elbow, you know, I know that it was by accident. I hit you with an elbow, and I never meant to do it. You know, that's just part of the game. You just have to block those things out and worry about that ball. That,
Look at the hustle from Rambus here, out hustling Larry Legend.
I'm a trench-type player. I enjoy playing inside.
Undoubtedly, LA boasts more talented athletes, but few are more valuable than Kurt Rambis.
He has a real aggressive nature that is intense and can really bring a lot to the team, and that in itself is a talent. Hustle is a talent.
Despite the lines
there they
of
are.
Kareem and Magic,
The Rambis
Kurt
youth.
Rambis lays claim to a sizable following.
I got some John Stockton stuff too. Bunch of highlights. I've been collecting them for this series.
The people are out there. They appreciate what I do. They appreciate the fact that I work hard. I might not have the talent that the other players have, yet they appreciate my role in the team, the things that I do to help the
Showtime
team
Lakers,
win.
baby. All right, well, listen, all I can tell you is let's get back to this game in progress. And I am not going to be able to help myself, I believe. Let's switch over here. I believe I got to play as Rambis. Does anyone else feel me on this? I'm going to play as Rambis, man. Oh, looks like we're having some issues here. Yeah, we're getting a little glitchy. Oh, I can see we are a little glitchy. Let me just intercept this immediate problem. See if I can't readjust this. Sometimes it wants to do this. It wants to make a monkey of me. You know what I mean? And it's not that hard, believe me. Lesser devices have made a monkey of me. That's for sure. Okay, here we go. So here comes Kurt Rambis, dragging it up the floor like a monkey. There's McAdoo. Yep. I'm a lunch bucket player, baby. Look at this. Full court pressure from Rambis. I think I got to step up his lateral quickness. He had like spaz energy. Got to respect the spaz energy. This is Tony Kukoc out here, I think. That's a problem if that is true. No. It's Will Perdue, not Tony Kukoc. That's very good news for us. And here's Rambis. He just said you got to hustle, you got to kick the ball out. Rambis. The hustle play from Kurt Rambis. James Worthy. Don't worry, I'm going to try to kick the ball to Worthy here. Worthy's a bucket on the move. There's a badge called downhill, and I got it maxed out. Rambis. Lakers finally added some of these role players. AC Green, Michael Cooper. They were all great defensive specialists. Now my brother, I better be checking the YouTube thread, because if he's over there right now, he's going to yell at me for not checking that too. Outlet from Rambis, out to Magic. Johnson, down the middle to Byron Scott. See how fast that happened? What? No, I played as Jabbar the other night, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I'm telling you, the feeling of putting up that feathery skyhook, it is a privilege, a white privilege in this case, but all the same, it was so nice. And I played as Magic too. It was so much fun. Here's a big screen, brick wall. Let's go, brick wall. Ah, Rambis can't shoot. What am I doing? Why am I doing that? Here's Rambis. He can foul hard though. Everybody knows he's got a brutal. They've got a scale for fouling and fouling hard. Stacey King just burns Rambis down the middle. I think without a doubt I have to switch over to Magic. I just need more responsibility with this team. Here's Magic. On the run. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. The sky hook. Yeah, man. I got to get that sky hook popping. but Kareem's on the bench and Pat Riley's in charge. I'm not in charge of the subbing yet until the panic sets in and we're about to lose. That's usually how I play this. Okay, so Rambis with the big screen. There it is, McAdoo. Bob McAdoo and the Lakers. Now I can tell you, the next little featurette that I have, a little piece of media, is going to be great. And then I'll get to some really funny commercials. But right now, Magic out front. B.J. Armstrong, one of Jordan's early role players. Great shooter. Try to close out. Paxson can't get it. Here's Magic. Ooh, that pass is intercepted. Nice job there. And I think, without a doubt, that only means one thing to this guy. Here comes Kareem. I'm going to do the skyhook when I get back. Rambis is going to sit down and take a break. But before we get back, we got things to do, man. I'm going to tell you, this is good. You're going to love this one. Check this one out. Well, let's start with this one.
Straight down the middle. Still going, still going. Oh! Highlight film.
The Lakers attacked their opponents in waves, bringing a new excitement to the
Cheers.
league.
We didn't care who we were playing. We didn't care how many points we were down. Our whole goal was to run you into the ground.
In the front court, 3-on-3. Left side to Magic. Magic all the way.
Before there were the Warriors, there were the Lakers.
With Magic at the controls, the Lakers' fast break style became known as Showtime.
It was. Oh!
Now, Showtime was coming down on a fast break. Looking left. And throwing right.
Showtime. Woo! How did he see him?
Absolutely, Ronan.
Jones wanted it, but Magic wanted more.
The magic of it all. Byron Scott, another
But
target.
the success of Showtime was much more than Magic Johnson.
No!
Over the years, the Lakers would be loaded with players who fit perfectly into their fast break system. Michael Cooper, Norm Nixon, and Jamal Wilkes. Byron Scott, and the game's ultimate finisher, James Worthy.
Big game James.
Oh, man. When he put it in one hand, Statue of Liberty, bam. It's over. It's over.
Here come the Lakers. Pass down the middle of Worthy. Slam dunk.
And when all else failed, the Lakers could always count on Kareem.
Showtime was that beautiful sky hook. That's the most beautiful shot that I've ever seen in basketball.
The Lakers' flamboyant style was perfectly suited for Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah,
the Forum
baby.
became more than a place to see a basketball game. It became a Hollywood scene.
Absolutely, baby.
Series in those days because I said I'm not
Diane Cannon. And I have a whole thing coming up on the LA Forum after the next commercial break. This one is over in just a moment.
Magic happening out on that floor.
The energy, man. The energy.
You're sitting there, and then all of a sudden you're up out of your seat. And you don't know how you stood up. You didn't know that you were up. Because it captivated you. It put you right here.
Magic Johnson leads the attack. Look at that pass. Oh, what a shot.
And they were all finishers, too. And by the way, I have this game rigged up so that this team is capable of doing just that. Let's see if what I can do. I said I want to beat Abdul-Jabbar, but it's not true. I got to stay as Magic. Let's go Magic. And I'm guarding John Paxson. That's a great matchup for me. Let's see what I can do. Pippen into the lane. A big foul for me. Ref. Oh, okay. Magic owns it with the tape on the fingers. Come on, guys. I got the details down. Now, that's a mistake, though. I got to change this Chicago stadium so that everything says Coca-Cola, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. 80s ESPN existed, but got to be careful. Here he is. Here's Horace Grant, Pippen. Oh, Horace Grant. Big one. There it is from Kareem. Magic to Kareem. Doesn't go. A little pick and roll action. Pippen. Oh, they're going to try to run the score up on us. What? Oh, man. See, Ronan knows his basketball, of course, being from Detroit and all. All right, so check it out. I have another piece of media. And this one's good. And any kind of these dead balls, it's going to cost you a minute. Jump right in. But before we get there, check this out. I think you're going to love this one. This one really made me happy. And I cut this one down to size. Check it out.
You tell your agent to tell a producer you're out of town. You don't want to come to the Forum that night.
LA Forum. Inglewood, California.
It's nothing like a Hollywood party. It's much more entertaining.
I love that Diane Cannon hardly wears anything at the games.
A little stuffy. A little gamey. It's great. What are you, kidding? It's the Forum.
Everybody very happy because the sun is shining all the time. It's like another perfect day. I love LA.
And the entertainment business has taken this team to heart. They play the exciting kind of basketball, the show business. It's a flash kind of crowd here.
The atmosphere of the Forum is the best atmosphere there is.
Luke Gossett.
It reminds me, I'm going to date myself, but the old Madison Square Garden.
I love the sport, and I love to watch the greats do what they do. I love to watch. I mean, sometime watching these guys run this court, it's almost choreographed. It's so beautiful.
We love it.
Paula Abdul was a Laker girl. Nice.
NBA action? Not bad.
Anyway, let's get back to this game. I believe, I believe we got something cooking right here. And that is a pretty close game with just 2.5 minutes left in the first half. I'm Norm Nixon. Now, I don't like being Norm Nixon right off the bat. I don't have a problem with it, but I'd much rather be... actually, you know what? I'm going to just chill out and do nothing. This is one of the luxuries of being the color commentator here. The media broadcaster. I don't have to do shit. I can just let the incredible engine that is NBA2K, with all of the extra work I put in it at basketballreference.com, handle it for me. Thanks, basketballreference.com and NBA2K. I think I'll just have a drink and a smoke. The last of the booze for the night. Cheers. All right, Charles Oakley. And he was traded over from the Knicks. The Knicks, by the way, routed us. Cheers, homie. Oh, B.J. Armstrong right to the rack. Now, here's the one rule, though, that we always try to go by, unless it's the last second. No free throws. That's right. It'll cost you 3 minutes exactly. And in this case, it takes us to halftime, and we have no other choice but to do what we do here for the half, which is to go right out of Dick Stockton back here. Here it is until I have a face swap. B.J. Armstrong, 15 points, lighting it up for the Bulls. And he'll need more tonight, as the Lakers have come to play on the road. Scottie Pippen, 12 points, 5 of 8 shooting. And, of course, his usual defensive lockdown skills. And Michael Jordan, 12 here for Chicago with a big dunk. On the other hand, we've got Bob McAdoo off the bench, 5-6 shooting. The old ABA legend standing in where the team needs a contribution. Kurt Rambis, the lunch bucket player, getting it done on defense and on the boards. And at the end of the day, oops, I got to make myself disappear again. James Worthy, another 8 points here. Big game, James. They're counting on him. And so, without further ado, let's get back to this. We'll be back at the half. This is Dick Stockton without a face swap. Signing off. Okay, Charles Oakley. Can't get it. Bob McAdoo. Big minutes off the bench for Bob McAdoo. The rules are if you played for that team during the 80s, you can go in. And of course, I did my very best, given that certain players were young during the 80s. Some people were at the end of their careers in the 80s. I try to tweak those stats out. So a guy like Bob McAdoo or George Gervin is at the end of their arc in the 80s, whereas a guy like Jordan is brand new, or Bird, Magic are in their height of their prime. So I'm going to do a 90s one, which will include some of these guys kind of moving on, and they'll have to lose a step. But that's the kind of hard work I do to set this thing up, as well as get you commercials, stats, highlights. Let's get to some funny commercials on the next break. Chicago is kind of leading the way here, and I don't know what to say other than I'm not happy about this. No, I'm not. I'm really not. And I'll tell you what, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you the fact that Magic is now in my control. Here we go. Let's run it. Let's run it. Oh! Just look at it again. Look at it again. People watch the... Nope. Whoa! Right over Jordan. And Jordan tried to block it too. That's why this game engine is so great. Because now, it's not just the simulation from Basketball Reference and NBA2K. I get to play as Magic here. Here he goes. Magic right up the middle with the acceleration. Pulls it back. McAdoo in the post. Ah, 3 seconds. Some control panel came up. Ah! All right, no dead balls. It'll cost you. All right, so Sim helped us out here. Magic Johnson, AC Green. Here we are in Chicago. And by the way, the Celtics in the second game will face the Cavaliers. I thought about my boy Ronan being here, that maybe I would do the Pistons, but it doesn't look like that's the actual thing. So Magic kicks it out. Nice. AC Green. Lakers cutting into this lead, baby. I know I have some really good commercials coming up. Very 80s commercials, very Jordan stuff. We've got some Spike Lee. You mentioned Spike Lee. We got some Mars Blackman commercials. Look at this pass up ahead. Oh, that's amazing defense from MJ. Man, I'll tell you what, Magic is playing his heart out. Here's Worthy comes down again to try and listen to this crowd. Listen to this disapproving crowd. MJ's complaining. Look at that full head of hair on MJ. This is not 90s MJ. Jaded. This is the young, sweet kid from North Carolina. A good foul by Jordan. Good point. But here's what we don't do. We don't do free throws. No, we don't. It'll cost you 3 minutes. I said it once, I'll say it again. We'll enter the fourth quarter, I should say, but not until we check out some more media.
You tell your agent.
What could I possibly have for you here, guys? What could I possibly have for you? I'll tell you what I got. Right here.
Converse StarTech designed for the best pro player. Thank you, Larry. StarTech Unisaddle protects my ankles and gives that extra midfoot support a great rebounder needs. It's reinforced for me. And me. Hey, maybe it was made for both of us. Must be magic. That's who this shoe was made for.
The Converse Star.
Absolutely corny shit.
Reach for the stars, reach for Converse.
I think we'll go with this one. Nice classic old 80s retro vibe. NBA commercial. A little bit of heart. Slow it down, baby. Slow it down. Hug your lady. That peach nectar and vodka is still kicking here. I don't know where you are. West Coast, East Coast, middle of the country. Charles Barkley, Big Chuck. Maurice Cheeks. Jordan. love it, baby. We love this game, and I'll tell you what, we're trying to get a big W here for the Lakers.
America's game. It's fantastic.
All right, so let's get back to this game. Let's just see what happens here if we just jump right back in. The Lakers have finally taken the lead with 11 minutes left. And I'm picked up exactly by Jordan. Is that what you guys want to see here tonight? You want to see MJ go against Jordan? Look at Magic. Say hello, Jordan. Say hello, MJ. MJ to MJ. Come on. And they got me on BJ Armstrong. They don't want me to exert myself with Jordan. That's all right. It looks like Michael Cooper, the defensive specialist, is locked up on Jordan, but he's guarding me, though. I noticed that. He picked me up. Let's see. Ooh, BJ Armstrong can hit that. Ah! MJ getting, I should say Magic Johnson getting lazy. And here we go. It's Jordan picking me up. This is the matchup. This is the matchup. Magic right down the paint twice. Come on, baby. Pippen was doing what? You shit. I'm trying to read the thread and play this game. All right, I've got BJ Armstrong. This is a way easier matchup than trying to guard Jordan. I'll leave that to Michael Cooper, the lockdown specialist. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There's the lob. Jordan over Worthy. Oh, it hurts, but it's so nice to see at the same time. Here is Magic picked up by Jordan again. Oh, Magic gives the ball up here. Bulls are going to try to run. They're in Chicago. Jordan pulls up quick. Can't get it. Magic with the rebound. Kicks it out to Cooper. Magic, hard foul. Feels like last 2 minutes of the game, but it's not. Jordan is a beast, and his numbers are badged up to play beast-like even in the 80s. He averaged 30 points, by the way, during the 80s. Still didn't get past the second round, but again, absolutely insane. That is not what I wanted to do.
Relax on the first.
What have I done here? That's what I needed to do. Sorry, wrong button there. All right, we don't do free throws, but we are doing free throws right now. Until I can jump back in. All right, so let's go. We are now Magic. I would do another free throw. But still expire the 3 minutes because that's the rule. So, down to the 6 minute mark. And here we are. Lakers have expanded their lead. This is 80s era Lakers. It does make sense. I'm not complaining. Looks like we've kind of pulled away a little bit. BJ Armstrong comes down the paint. Kicks it out to Pippen. Pippen to Jordan. Magic with the double team. Strips him. Fair enough, but it's going to cost you. And they're maybe out of this game. Yeah, let's see. Bill Cartwright. Pippen against Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson holding it away. Oakley to Grant, who has room. Well, listen, 3.5 minutes. Our assignment is to close this one out. All right, Kareem. Off the screen. Oh, here it is. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I finally got to play as Kareem. I finally got to play as Kareem. Let's see. Oh, but he's the teeth. Is that true? Hang on a second. For some reason he's playing the 4. That's okay. His team is stacked. Pat Riley can do what he wants. He's a legend. Oh! Look at this. Yeah, I think we're putting the icing on the cake on this one. I don't think they're going to be able to stop us. I'll give it another minute. Let's just see how they react under pressure. Nice. Pretty nice. Respectable. McAdoo. Alright, and I think that should do it. If I'm not mistaken, that game should be a wrap, and we're going to go to our main event, which is the Matt Sweet Career Mode. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to get you. Here we go. So this one is a wrap. Closer than you thought, about an 8-point difference. And we'll take a look at the heroes of this one. Charles Oakley stepped up with 24 points. B.J. Armstrong, Pippen, and Jordan. Jordan, bad night of shooting, only 7 of 20. Now on the other hand, Big Game James, 24 points, led the Lakers. That is one of those finishes we saw at the very end. That's Kurt Rambis right there. Nice. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 23. And that is Bob McAdoo with a double-double, 20 points and 10 off the bench. Big stuff from the Showtime Lakers. But with that said, that's going to take us to our main event. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, while this is loading up, I'm going to give you guys some media.
The Converse StarTech design.
No, that's the wrong one. This is the one.
The Converse weapon. That's the shoot. That's Magic do what he was born to do. It may be so, but that's not all that
Let's go. Let's go.
Like you're 10 feet tall.
For the kind of moves.
This next game is going to be hot.
The weapon's the choice of Kevin McHale.
The same is true for Mark Aguirre. When I wear weapons, I'm on fire.
Well, what can the weapons do for King?
Well, I can do just about anything.
You already know what you did for me.
What?
I walked away with the MVP.
The Converse weapon. The #1 weapon in the NBA.
And here's another one real quick. Legendarily, where they became friends, Magic and Bird. I had those shoes too, homie. I have a funny story about that.
I heard Converse made a pair of Bird shoes for last year's MVP.
Yep.
When they made a pair of Magic shoes for this year's MVP.
Okay, Magic. Show me what you got.
The Bird shoe. The Magic shoe. Choose your weapon.
And Ronan, just because you're here, I don't usually do 3 commercials, but this one is so funny.
Dr. J and Dr. C for Coca-Cola.
2 out of 2 doctors recommend Coca-Cola. For symptoms of thirst due to intense physical activity, for advanced cases of thirst, real cola relief from Coca-Cola. I concur. A big bold case to really refresh you. 2 out of 2 doctors agree. No prescription necessary. You know, I was a great basketball player when I was in college. 1 out of 2 doctors agree.
It's just amazing. What is in that Coke, Bill? Anyway, we're not going to worry about that. Why? Because our whole shift is towards the Celtics matchup with the Cavaliers. Okay, now listen. Lakers Pistons. I know you want to see that one, but I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. Do you want to jump in halfway? If you beg me right now to play the last quarter of this Lakers-Pistons game, I'll do it only for you, Ronan. Otherwise, we're moving on to the Cavaliers-Celtics, which is Matt Sweet. But I'm going to wait for... Son of a bitch. All right, we've been rerouted. We're going to the Silver Dome. That's right, the Silver Dome, not the Palace Gardens, the Silver Dome, which yours truly has done investigations to make sure it is perfect. We've got the uniforms with the short shorts from the 80s, and of course, we're going to jump in here with no bias, jump right into the third quarter. But before I do that, Ronan, you're going to absolutely love this. Where do you see this one, bro? This is going to blow your mind. I gotta find it first. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
I'm Ricky Mahorn, and I play basketball with taste. If you try to drive past me, hey down there. You care to go for a Hungry Howie's pizza later? I'll pick you up after the game.
At Hungry Howie's, we make pizza with the finest toppings. Then for free, we'll add your choice of 7 delicious flavors to the crust for pizza with the edge in taste.
If you do things tastefully, people look up to you.
Get Hungry Howie's pizza with flavored crust and enjoy the edge in taste.
All right, but that's not all. I'll give you one more.
Nice game, Bill. Play really well.
The Bad Boy Pistons.
The defense was hot, and Adrian played strong tonight.
They're so cuddly.
It was the crowd. The crowd always getting me pumped up. Teamwork wins every time.
Look at that interracial handcuff. Come on, man.
Travel to New Jersey to take on the Nets. Wednesday night at 8 on TV 50.
Listen, I have so many of these. I gotta be honest with you. I'm glad you're here, and I got more of those than you can ever imagine. So here we are in the Silver Dome. We just saw these Lakers pull off the victory here against Chicago. They're on a roll. They're looking like winners. But Detroit was nasty last year. What I promised to play was the final quarter here. Look at that. I'm loving it. McDonald's, everything's up to speed. It should be 1980, blah, 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 something there. Bill and Isaiah Thomas, yeah. So here we go. Rick Mahorn, Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer, Adrian Dantley, and Joe Dumars. Lakers are starting McAdoo these days. I guess the coach kind of took over there. I had Rambis in the lineup. Oh, Worthy with the big rebound. Now here's what I promised. I would play the end of this. So here's what we're going to do instead. We're going to jump ahead real quick and just blast through a quarter of it with no regard whatsoever. We've got a nice tie game. We're going to jump in and quickly just do some investigation and realize that Adrian Dantley and Jamal Wilkes are having great games. That's it. There's no free throws. That'll cost you 3 minutes. It's like a game show. All right, boom. 3 minutes takes you down to 5 minutes, and here we are at just a half. Detroit leads. All right, Norm Nixon. You got Rambis, Michael Cooper with Vinny Microwave Johnson. What do you think of that? Go to the last quarter. He's like, go to the last quarter. He's right. Boom, let's go. Bam. We're not fucking around. We go right to the last quarter, and here it is, the fourth quarter. We got a Detroit lead. Here we go. There's Johnson. Clock is down to 2. Magic. Hail Mary. Drains it from the elbow. Now watch. Detroit doesn't need my help. You know what I mean? They're doing just fine. Adrian Dantley, big scoring machine. Oh, up against Wall. Oh, do you know Adrian Dantley had 1 foot longer than the other? He had a weird shoe that had an extended heel on it. I don't have the mini doc, but I did discover that when I was doing more research for this channel. Here we go. Big Game James. And also the number you have to do to have someone foul hard, Laimbeer has it on 99. Foul hard and foul frequently. Here comes Worthy. They're trying to run it on Detroit, whose whole objective is to get back. Oh! Man, Lakers look sloppy, right? They look panicky. But look how perfect the Silver Dome looks. Come on, man. Put a little time in on that. There it is! Oh, the back door of the Lakers.
Magic Johnson.
No one in the paint again. He's now Coach Daly. Chuck Daly over here. Oh, here we go. Detroit. Oh, Dennis Rodman without tattoos. Baby-faced Dennis Rodman with no tattoos. Get out of here, baby. Number 10, clean cut. I don't know about clean cut, but fresh out of the airport job. Here goes Magic down the paint. You know he's getting fouled by Rodman. And you know what? On that note, we're not allowed to have free throws. Everybody knows we're not allowed to have free throws, okay? And it costs you 3 minutes. Which takes us right here. But I got to do one last thing before it's over, because I know I have one more insanely funny Pistons thing here. Oh, this one, I don't know if this is what I want, but we'll go with this.
Laimbeer was doubled down low. They get it to Dumars. And now Aguirre will try to get in the scoring column. Still missing. And Pippen.
Mark Aguirre still in the Dallas Mavericks, by the way. That's why he's not.
Laimbeer, and they're going to call a foul on him. Laimbeer and Daly are furious.
Carmen Electra. Oh, what a putana. Denise Richards and Carmen Electra. Both top shelf putanas.
Laimbeer, he just gets caught in a disadvantaged position
as his
Look at Bill with the arm hook, the leg hook, and the slap on the ground.
And the even-tempered Bill Laimbeer. He hasn't been able to curl off that post.
Laimbeer losing it. They are.
He shoves Jordan. No respect for Jordan. This is the 80s.
Just not with it. Bill Laimbeer sure-handed normally. Brent, maybe the first contact since their altercation where Isaiah
Pistons were. Oh, and he throws the ball at Cartwright.
Laimbeer with a little emphasis there.
Chicago has not scored a field goal in more than 3 minutes. Davis pushing Laimbeer off.
Davis in the game. He's a physical player. Good.
This is the same Bulls team we just watched.
To get into a few confrontations.
This is basketball back in the 80s, people.
Maybe one of the great floppers of all time, Bill Laimbeer.
Brad Sellers seeing his first action for Chicago. Davis, Sellers, Jordan, Paxson, and Pippen. And the technical foul is going to be called against the Detroit bench.
All right, well, in any event, guys, I just want to keep that in your face and let you know that we don't do free throws. So here it is, a 5-point margin. And I'm going to do what Ronan wants, which is play as Detroit, man. Detroit. And who am I going to play as? Well, it really seems pretty obvious. You got to play as Isaiah Thomas. You got to take the point guard situation. You got to take the ball by the horns here.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Isaiah. Sally. Oh. Now it's 2 minutes here. We got to let him shoot the free throws. John Sally's no free throw shooter, so this could go badly for us. But I'm playing as Isaiah Thomas, baby. Spider Sally. Yep. John Sally, the Spider. And he's jacked up, too. He's great rebounding, great athletic defensive player, of which the Detroit Pistons were loaded. Ah! I'm going to give that to Magic. He doesn't have that in his bag. Son of a bitch. All right. Here comes Isaiah Thomas. Got the screen from Laimbeer. There it is. Oh, Laimbeer misses the little mid-ranger. Shit. Downhill. Coming downhill. Kick it out to Dantley. There you go. Dantley's got room. Mid-range expert, baby. Little screen from Isaiah Thomas. You don't think so. He's a little... Let's do this. Man, it's tough. He's tough to guard Magic out here. Tough to guard Magic. Nice. Sally. Come on. Sally. Oh! Laimbeer got tossed. Oh! We gotta hold this lead, man. What do you think, Ronan? What should I do, Ronan? Go to Laimbeer. Oh! Oh my God. Laimbeer for the threes. Okay. Let's get shooters open. Oh! I drained it though. He said shoot. I can't even go to any media. There's 9 seconds left. Coca-Cola is the logo. If I had my Dick Stockton face swap, I'd go like this. Here we are, 9 seconds left. It feels like a playoff atmosphere, but I'm afraid it's not. Early season here. Great matchup. These teams may see each other in the postseason. Let's see what happens. But I'm not Dick Stockton, so I'm not going to do that. Well, they're already trying to get player of the game away. I don't like when they do that. It's too early for that. Well, let's see what happens. Bad fade. Here we go. Isaiah. Overtime? OT. Ronan already called the OT. Damn. I like this gangster music for a second. We're going to stay with this. It's not very 80s, but it's nice. Okay. Here we go. Here we are heading to overtime at the Silverdome in Detroit. And I think I'm going to do this. Real simple. Step out of it. Let Lane Beer do his thing. And did you expect this? I mean, Jesus Christ. Here comes Dantley down the paint. And here's what I'm going to do just to keep it moving. We're going right into the heart of the battle here. I said no free throws. Looks like he hit them both. Here we go. So here we go. Adrian Dantley with the ball against Worthy. Goes all the way to the basket. Can't get it, but Spider Sally with the follow. Thomas and Magic, right? The famous elbow after the kiss at the tip-off. Yeah, good friends. Well, here we go. Byron Scott with the head fake. Abdul-Jabbar, AC Green kicks it to Magic. Good, interesting choice to have AC Green in the lineup this late in the game. Magic with the hop step back to Green in the follow. Oh, that was classic. Up 3 now. Here comes Detroit, minute and 36. Adrian Dantley brings the ball up. Isaiah will take on the wing. Where's Dumars? Dumars. Rodman. The best 6 man of the year, I'm sure, that year. Ooh, bad shot here. I'll tell you what, this main thing, though, this Dorchester kid is the main event. The Dorchester kid. Oh, the Lakers are tough here, aren't they? Opening up, 5-point lead here, minute and 12. They need some quick points. Quick points. Detroit has got to get a quick bucket and a stop. Let's kick it in. Dantley in the mid-range, can't get it. Oh my goodness! It looks like the Lakers are going to wrap this one up after overtime. It's the last one. Oh, there's the look away from Magic. Kareem can't get it. No, John Sally, the lockdown. Still a chance here for Detroit. They need a bucket and a stop. Isaiah. Michael Williams, Dantley in the mid-range, up ahead, bad pass. Oh, shit. All right, I'm going to actually go out on a limb and say that this is probably over. Yep, it is. And that's how it ends up. Ronan, thanks for pushing me to do that. And I will just quickly, as I always do, Adrian Dantley, big night here, 36 points. Isaiah Thomas, 24. Dumars, another 24. 16 assists for Isaiah Thomas. Magic Johnson with the double-double, 31-14 on 10 of 7 shooting. 9 free throws. Worthy, 26. Jamal Wilkes, 22 off the bench. Pretty impressive. And we're going ahead to our main event. And before we do that, I have to say, we already had a little bit of Larry Bird. But I think this one right here is in order since we already watched a little bit. How about this?
You know who the best player in the game is? Me, Mars Blackman. And I'm way above the rim, demonstrating some serious hang time. Very serious. Do you know how I get up for my game? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? That's right. Air Jordan, Air Jordan, Air Jordan. Mike, what's up? Oh, money, why you want to do that to me? Why you leave me hanging? Come on, I got it. Oh, Mike, man.
Here's the second bonus Mars Blackman. One more.
Mars Blackman here again. You know, nobody in the world can cover my main man, Michael Jordan.
Nope.
Nobody. Nobody. I'm telling you, it's impossible. Impossible.
However, it's easy to cover Mars Blackman.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what. We're going to go back to our main event. And this is where we get to see Matt Sweet. Now, Matt Sweet is Stephen Curry's player DNA embedded in a little white boy named the Dorchester Kid, who apparently beat Larry Bird in a pickup game outside of Harvard Square one afternoon and was picked up by the Celtics. Now, yeah, stories. Exactly. He talks like this. He's like, Ma, I want the baked beans and the frankfurters on the stove after the game. Yeah, the Celtics picked me up. He talks like a real mook from Dorchester, but he's got the Steph Curry shoulder shimmy. And I'm telling you, when you see this, you're not going to believe how exciting this is. This is what it's all about. So Cavaliers at the Celtics, and this is the old Garden. Okay, I believe I've got the color scheme correct on the old Garden. And yep, that was about right. And of course, if you're wondering, that is the legendary Mark Price, which, yes, I do have some incredible media on. That's actually more like it. That's what it looked like. And we're just going to jump in with no particular bias. I will do this while it's loading in. I have some great stuff here. Check this one out.
24, Bobby Jones.
He's just spectacular. One of the most underrated, great players.
Bobby Jones,
of all time.
the Secretary of Defense.
And his teams would always win. He's one of those guys that he couldn't really shoot it. Wasn't a great scorer, but he was such a winner.
And he's in this Philadelphia Sixers lineup with Moses Malone, Dr. J, Charles Barkley. Nasty DNA. Look at this white boy. Look at the fury. He wrecked Larry Bird right there.
He wants to win a championship for Philadelphia and will do it coming off the bench.
Not many players like Bobby Jones would accept the role. A star player to come off the bench and play 20 minutes.
To Bobby Jones.
Look at the dunks. Destroyed Bird again.
Basket counts and a foul on Bird.
One of the best jumpers in basketball. He stretches out. That's a phenomenal play by Bobby.
He destroys everybody. Oh.
Bobby Jones going in.
Ferocity.
Jones with the defensive play of the game.
Bobby Jones, one of the best defensive forwards in the NBA. Bobby Jones.
Bobby Jones came flying through after the block at the other end.
Just pitching dudes.
And seems to take it all the way. Stumbling with Court Jr. Bobby Jones. And they are the
Absolutely outstanding stuff. And I'm going to tell you what, I have another couple of tricks up my sleeve, especially when we get to this game. So let's go ahead and take a look as we are in the old Garden. Ron Harper. There he is, Matt Sweet, the Dorchester Kid. Reggie Lewis, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Mark Price, Ron Harper, Craig Elo, Hot Rod Williams, and Brad Doherty for the Cavaliers. All uniform sponsors, short lengths, etc. so forth. Ought to be pretty authentic. Should be pretty authentic. And I'm not going to touch this. I'm just going to step back and let the Dorchester Kid do his thing. Though this is my career mode, Matt Sweet. He's just trying to redux the 80s. What do I mean by that? What if the Celtics go on a run? What if they get more rings than they should have? Maybe Matt Sweet's the difference. I don't know. Ron Harper, big foul there.
Personal foul.
And watch, what we don't do are dead balls, free throws, or anything that may take away from the expediency of the energy here. Here we go, Matt Sweet, number 7, out front. Now I'm going to go ahead. I can't resist. We're going in. We're going in as Matt Sweet, baby. And I believe I'm in at the point. Yeah, I'm in at the point. All right, the Cavs suck. But wait, they have Mark Price. I'm going to prove to you that that's wrong. Matt Sweet. Look at him. Look at him talking shit over there. You see the body language? Do you see the little Steph Curry-isms? Look at him. He's a white boy with attitude 30 years before his time. And he's up against one of the great point guards of all time, Mark Price. I'm going to prove that in just a minute because I have all the media, Ronan. Craig Elo, great Arizona State, I believe. Oh, Brad Doherty, and he's fouled. And you're saying to yourself, well, I wonder if we do free throws. All right, now watch, you're right. You're right that they didn't have enough pieces. I'll give you that. But I will show you this, man. This thing is great. No. We already saw that. Here we go, right here. Check this out.
I just mentioned one guy's name who I think is one of the most underrated players of our era.
Here we go.
Who nobody ever talks about anymore. Is Mark Price. He was so good. You remember how
Hardest
good?
to check on the pick and roll. He was splitting the pick and roll.
Man.
He created the split.
Changed the game.
Nobody was splitting pick
Mark
and roll.
Price.
Court, he was back waiting in the lane.
He picks his spots to run, both offensively and defensively. Price can
He goes
get in
through
the
the
lane.
pick
He
and
can
roll.
do that
Watch
almost
closely.
at will and draw fouls.
Nobody did this before Mark Price.
5-point lead now for Detroit. Price on a floating one-hander. Nice shot. Oh, he split the defense.
Half-minute left, third quarter.
Right down the middle as soon as it comes.
That's it. Price split the double beautifully. Let the jumper fly, and Mark Price took him to school.
Luke playing with 4 fouls now.
Oh, he did it again. He had that stutter dribble. Stockton had that too.
Cleveland handling the trap well on this possession. 40-19 Cavaliers. Doherty wide open.
I think he was a teammate of John Sally, by the way, too.
I
George Tech.
prefer playing every other day.
Well, if I had been in a similar situation, Mark Price with a little.
10 points in this first quarter for Lewis, 5 of 6 from the field.
Reggie Miller, from Indiana, made a great statement. He said, Reggie.
And the steal. Doherty got
Anyway, let's see. I think there might have been.
You got the smooth, quick Mark Price.
Well,
and the herky-jerky style.
I'm going to go ahead and say right off, yeah, one of the great point guards, certainly of that era. But don't let me tell you about it. Let's see this fucker try to dominate. His numbers are jacked. Danny Ainge. Who am I? I'm Dennis Johnson? All right, fine. And actually, if I want to be really honest, technically I should not play unless Matt Sweet is in the game. Here's Matt Sweet, baby. He was a pretty solid three-point shooter. Early era. Now watch. Matt Sweet, here he is. Steph Curry's DNA. Let's see what I can do with a little screen from McHale. Oh! Hey, Matt Sweet. Yeah, Ma. I'm telling you, I was on fire. On fire. This kid, Mark Price, thought he was something. But here we go. Oh, Mark Price. Burn me. Well, this is a great matchup. I got to go against Mark Price. Are you kidding me? Larry Bird. Bird and Elo. Larry goes to the rack. Even though Larry Stroke is a 90% free throw shooter, we're just going to skip it because we don't like free throws that much. In real life, I used to love them, but here we go. Ron Harper. Matt Sweet, the Dorchester kid. Look at this. The assist from the Dorchester kid. Oh. Kale couldn't finish. That pass was on fire. Right now, I can't let Price get me, though. Mark Price thinks he's going to take me, and he did. God damn it. Kicking up to Larry. He's got great handles. He's got great vision. Oh, around the back from Larry. I didn't even see it coming. Larry's passes are so good. Oh, come on, Matt Sweet. You're from the future. He's from the future. There it is, stripped by Reggie Lewis. Oh, there it is. Little two-man game with Parrish. Nice. Very satisfying. Now, I haven't played as Bird tonight. I think maybe it's time. Let's play as Larry Bird. Let's go ahead and just give ourselves the luxury of the Cadillac. And then, of course, I can set up my own player, Matt Sweet, with some... Oh, wait, Larry's playing the 4. Excuse me. Well, excuse me. Larry Bird. Yeah, right? Robert Parrish. The Chief. Oh, look at the kid. Look at the Dorchester kid. Getting up in Mark Price's grill as the Celtics pull away. All right, here comes Matt Sweet, the Dorchester kid. Larry right down the paint. Wow. Nothing right at point blank range. These Celtics fans aren't going to like it. I'm going to try to get that expression cam working, and I'm going to get Johnny Most, the old Celtics announcer. Oh, Craig Elo just burnt my ass. I'm going to have that Johnny Most voice. The Celtics are out. Sounds like... Larry Legend. I think we're going to have a nice, easy win here tonight against Cleveland. I think Ronan was right from the get-go. It is nice to play as these different players, though. Here we go. Matt Sweet with the interception. Larry with the assist from Matt Sweet. See, now I change it up. Now Sweet's getting the assist, and I'm getting the buckets. Ah, Melvin Turpin. I think Maryland Terrapin, maybe. Right, here come the scrubs. Steve Kerr, bench player for the Cavaliers in the 80s. Early part of his career. How about that? Here we go. It's Matt Sweet. Oh no, Jerry Seasting and Matt Sweet. Larry, right to the rack, using his body. Come on, baby. What are you going to do, stop me as Larry Bird? I don't think so. Speaking of which, I have some highlights coming up and some more funny commercials with Charles Barkley. World be free. Look at this. Pass up to Matt Sweet. Let's see what the kid can do. Hey, Matt Sweet. I think we're going to get a victory here. I don't see the Cavaliers being able to stop this. Oh, Larry gets called for that.
Larry Bird, second personal foul, third team.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to jump ahead here. We're going to jump quite ahead with our 20-point rule. We can go right to the fourth quarter. Now, before we finish this out, though, I think I got to see some great media. And I think one of the people I have not Here we go. This is a classic commercial right here.
I got an idea. What? First one to miss watches a winner eat 2 Big Macs. Hey, can I play?
It's true, Ronan. Yeah. And by the way, I have the 90s one. Some of these people really blossomed in the 90s. Some people were tried. Different era of great players.
Watch this shot.
Hey, can I play?
Barkley. Fucking Barkley's already the comedian. He knows.
Over the beach, through the window, off the scoreboard, nothing but net.
Please? Pretty please? No!
That's some pimp music right there.
No. Larry, I'm hungry. What do you say I buy you a Big Mac? I'll buy. No, I'll buy. Play to see who buys. Okay. Around Saturn, through the dipper, nothing but net.
Guys, I can make that.
Let's see here. Watch, I'll throw this at you. One last thing.
Swell's got it. 28 seconds. Bird slap pass to Archibald.
Beneath him and probably with a little off balance.
Bird with the steal behind the back to Nate Archibald. Back to Bird.
All right, fantastic.
That's the highlight film, John. You can count it down with me. Bird inbounds.
Notice the exact likeness of the courts.
Puts it on the floor.
What?
Down to 6. Bird in the corner. Double fake. Jumper. It's good. Larry Bird hits it with 2 seconds left. That's 14.
Henderson.
Bird, little fake down the lane. Oh, Larry Bird. What a play by Bird.
Right, too tiny.
Larry, a little fake down the lane between the legs to Roby. Good, and he's fouled.
Haha.
See that one again. Very nice fellow. Used to coach at Penn. Bird along the baseline, underneath to Matt.
It's well spoken by a white pimp. I understand. Larry could play that ball. Famously complained about being guarded by a white man.
Kept in bounds by Lee. Great play. Stolen by Bird at half court. Off to McHale. Back to Bird.
Look at the
stops. Jumper.
Sets his feet. Boom. Dangerous.
40 points on the night for Larry Bird. And away with 12. Celtics got 3 seconds. 2. Bird a runner. It's good.
Well, that's how it goes. Anyway, I think this one is fairly over as well. I don't think they have a chance here against us. We are ahead by quite a few. The camera's jumping all over the place. That's kind of cool. All right, fine. And I think I'm going to go, just the last minute here. I might as well try to stack up some points for my kid, Matt Sweet. Here he goes, Matt Sweet. Dorchester kid. I'm in the starting lineup, ma. There it is, the assist. No free throws. As we know, it'll cost you 3 minutes. This one's a wrap here. Boston at home. Be safe on your way home, people. It's an ice cold night here in Boston. 20 degrees. Inside the Bird. Bird. Mark Price. He's earned my respect. It's a tough white boy. Hot Rod Williams. Larry with the big release here to Reggie Williams. Reggie Lewis, I should say. Yeah, McHale did have those really Frankenstein arms, but he got it done, though. That's the thing about McHale. Very efficient. Look at the tall socks on McHale. It's ridiculous. Anyway, this one's quite over. And I think that's going to pretty much wrap up the stream. Ronan, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. I didn't know that I would have an audience for the whole thing, but this was a fast one tonight. Larry Bird. Celtics going to get an easy win over Cleveland. I guess Cleveland does suck. Only a guy from Detroit would be able to tell you something like that, especially a guy living in Iowa. Brad Doherty does not suck, though. There's that little awkward shot. Yes, sir, Ronan. You have an awesome night too, man. I've got a college basketball one coming up too. I do it every year. It's kind of fun. But have a great night, my brother. Larry Legend. Yeah, I agree. Come on. What kind of pass was that, Matt Sweet? Who do you think you are? Matt Sweet. Oh, come on, man. Why have Steph Curry's DNA if you can't hit that? Hot Rod Williams just dominated me. Dorchester kid has no rebounding skills whatsoever. Ah, that's what we needed. Reggie Lewis, baby. 16 points of 6 of 10. And I believe this is where they put the scrubs in. This is where the civility of the game comes in. And this is where we're just going to sim ahead, folks. I'm going to tell you what, I keep this early part of the season slow for the very reason that you never know who's playing what, but right now everybody's playing pretty solidly here. Larry Bird, 35, a dozen assists. Matt Sweet, 20, 13. Reggie Lewis, everything appears to be in order here. Brad Doherty, Mark Price, Craig Elo, all the usual suspects. I will tell you, it was a joy to be here streaming on both platforms, Kick and YouTube. I appreciate it. I'm going to make more highlights, more commercials, more niche docs on different people. Thanks for sticking around for the buy.